Yo, fam, what's good? What's good? How's everybody? Let's go. Well, we're back again with another build video, and this time it is a Void Titan. But before we get into the build, guys, I want to say thank you for everyone that has been dropping comments, likes, and just supporting the videos. Like, we're almost at YouTube partner, which is going to be epic. We need about 1,400 more watch hours, and it has been an absolute grind, and I got you guys to thank for it. So if you do like the content, smash a like, follow, comments, they all help, and I'll continue to keep doing what I do. But back to the build itself. This build is insane. The super regeneration is phenomenal. I think the fastest I got was about 18 seconds. 24 seconds was that one just there. And the best thing about it is the survivability and just how long the super bloody lasts. I think around 4 minutes was the longest I was able to get. And, I didn't want to show you the whole video, but you can see here how it happens. You're just constantly going to keep meleeing or doing the shield bash, which will give you your shield throwback. Throw your shield, and it's just going to continue to keep regenerating your super, and you can just sit there and tank. Your teammates are going to love you. You're going to generate an absolute bucket ton of orbs. You're going to have survivability to be able to get revives, tank damage. You're also, if your teammates stand behind you, it's going to last a bit longer as well. And not to mention, if they do stand behind you, they're going to get a damage buff as well. So they can shoot through your shield if you're holding it up. So, all in all, it is a fantastic build, and you got to give it a try. This was last week's GM. I ran it in here, and it was so much fun. I had so much fun running it for the week, just being able to just freely just run around, tank damage, create orbs, go and get teammates for revives, pick up ammo. We haven't even talked about Devour. Devour is one of the best perks, and we obviously get Devour as part of this build as well. Volatile explosions. There's so much potential for this build to be one of your favorites. So try it out. I definitely think you'll enjoy it. If you haven't tried it, you're gonna love it. It's become one of my favorite builds. It's just a fun build. Like, it's a great build, but it's also super fun, and then I think that's a big important thing. You also have your barricade, which I'm about to drop here, which is going to give you a nice overshield as well, which is going to help out for your teammates and getting them some survivability, some good coverage, some defense if you're trying to get revives or block off an area. But this is the build. As I said, we're using the Sentinel shield. It got a buff this season, 20% extra damage to PvE combatants. Plus, the also tracking of the melee has got better as well. Use Towering Barricade, especially for hard content. I personally like the shield throw over the shield bash, but the shield bash does give you the option to stun overload champions. But that's why I'm running the suppressor grenade. So throw that suppressor grenade, you can stun a champion with it. You can also stop the light blades and stuff from using their abilities by suppressing them. If you don't like the suppressor, you can run a vortex, which is the next best thing. Now, this is the big part with the aspects. You got two variations of this build. You've got a PvE, just ad clearing build, and you've got the hard content build. Now, hard content build, you want to be running Bastion, cast your super or your barricade, you get an overshield. And that's going to allow your teammates to get it as well. And then offensive bulwark, while you have an overshield or you're inside a Ward of Dawn, which we're not, your grenade charges significantly faster and you get better melee rage and stuff. But the big thing here is you gain an additional shield throw while you have Sentinel shield. So that's the big thing. Controlled demolition, hitting a target with a void ability or volatile explosion makes them volatile. So it's going to be able to make more volatile explosions, and you'll see the difference in the footage. I've got some both footages for you to have a look at. I'm running Echo of Leeching, Melee Final Blaze, start your health regeneration. Echo of Starvation, picking up a Void Breach or an Orb, grants you Devour. One of the best perks in the game. Echo of Exchange, Melee Final Blows grant you Grenade Energy. And then Echo of Expulsion. Void ability final blows cause targets to explode. Now, you can replace that one there, and you can probably run a few different variations of it. You can go with Echo of Persistence or Echo of Undermining. Echo of Undermining gives you weakening grenades. Echo of Persistence gives you that longer debuff, so your longer Devour and your longer Overshield. And you can also run the one that gives you the volatile build, kills. Sorry, kills with the grenades give you volatile rounds for your void weapons. So on your helmet, you want to be running heavy ammo, not heavy ammo scout, kinetic siphon, specifically because we're using Monte Carlo. 2 stacks of hands-on, so obviously your melee kills give you super energy. Now the exotic Doomfang Pauldron, Horns of Doom, void melee kills give you super energy. While your Sentinel shield is active, melee kills, which is the shield bash, regenerate your throw, and then which extends the super. So when you throw it, they extend your super duration as well. And you're going to be running the 2 stacks of the melee there to give you orbs of power as well. So you basically want to be doing that, and then a grenade kickstart. So the loop's just constantly throwing melees, basically. Any of your resistances that you want to be running there, it's whatever you want to pick. And then Leg armor, you want to be running an invigoration and an innovation. And the reason you're doing that is you want grenades and melees back all the time. Stacks on stacks 100% of the time. So you've always got your armor charges up. Reaper, obviously casting your barricade is going to give you your orb. I've got elemental time dilation and bomber, but if you want to, you can run the one that gives you the sucks the orbs in as well. But time dilation is a good one if you want to be running that. Now, you want to focus on resilience and discipline and definitely some strength. Everything else is kind of a bit non-existent here for me. Melee is the big key thing, and that's why we use the exotic weapon that we're going to be using, which is the Monte Carlo. Now, the Monte Carlo itself, I don't like making builds that have a specific weapon, but this weapon does make this build better. So if you can get it, dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown, and it grants a chance to fully refund your melee ability with a kill. So basically giving you that melee back all the time. You also gain increased damage from melee kills and kills with this weapon. And then the melee kills grant ammo for this weapon, which is kind of silly because it's a primary weapon. So, but that's the whole idea of this gun. It's going to give us our melee back all the time. So we're able to constantly keep throwing. Now I'm running Hollow Denial, but I want to say you want to run anything with Repulsor Brace. Now, the reason you want to be running that is because you're going to get an overshield for having it. So lead from gold, picking up heavy ammo obviously gives you special ammo as well. But as I said, the Repulsor Brace has massive, defeating a void debuff target grants an overshield. Back to the fragments or the aspects, Bastion and Offensive Bulwark, having those overshields is going to give you grenade regeneration. So that's why we want that overshield up all the time. Pretty much whatever heavy you want. Artifact mods, really. Authorized mods, Void. And you want the authorized mods, Melee. Any of the champion mods you want. You want Unto the Breach. You want Protective Breach. And you want Supernova. So and definitely Countercharge if you're doing any hard content. Pretty well. This build will be great next season. Still, obviously, the Void artifact mods do help out a little bit. But the build itself is in its essence is fantastic. Now, this is the PvE version of this build with the controlled demolition. I wanted to show you it so you can see the difference. I would recommend using this one if you're just doing a activity like this, which is the dungeon on normal mode where there's not champions and stuff that you have to contend with, and you can just destroy ads, right? It's an ad clear, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. You'll see some insane void explosions here. You see that there, it's just an absolute purple explosion. It's beautiful, right? Obviously, the Bulwark and stuff is going to give you more protection with the overshields and stuff. So pick whichever one it is and go with it. But, as I said, this build is super fun. It's going to have everything you need. Orb generation, survivability, lots and lots of super. And like as I said there, what's not to love about a volatile explosion? Hopefully, these kinds of builds, you guys enjoy them and you like them. I mean, I personally love them. I mean, Devour, we haven't even really gone into Devour yet. You'll see here in a second, Devour absolutely saves my bacon and comes in clutch. It is probably arguably one of the best perks in the game that we have. I mean, Void Warlock is definitely something that is, Devour is just king there. But you'll see here, I have no business surviving. Like, I really don't. Without Devour, I do not survive. Bam. Instant health regeneration, full health. Devour kicks in. Win-win. So, guys, don't forget, smash a like, smash a follow. And make sure you leave some comments. If you do appreciate the content, comments, likes, all that stuff, they help out. They keep me. I mean, I love replying to you guys too. If you've got questions, if you've got a particular build you want to see, drop it in the comments and I'll do my best. Dim link will be in there. Make sure you use the dim link. If you don't understand what dim is, ask me. I'll explain it to you guys as well. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. I do appreciate you guys. Stay groovy, stay safe as always. I appreciate you guys. GG's, GG's. Deuces.